up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Bradford to throw it. This one into the hands of Burton. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now Bradford. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And the Dolphin first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line.
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
This is Grant. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On 2nd and 12, Bradford brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. On first down, Drake. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And Eifert has it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing, Bradford. He's got Burton here. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check, check. Lucky. Back. Check. Check. Hot. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Deuce. Check.
They'll run with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins 7, Bills 0.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Watch the run. Switch.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Come on. Watch out.
On second down now. It's Drake. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hey, watch the ball.
On third down. Grant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins first down. That's the end of the first
These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Drake. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Check.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Grant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Bradford trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To the air. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. Green flexing his muscle. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Grant. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 2nd and 9, Bradford got a man. It's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Drake. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010.
Now Drake loses the football, and the Bills have recovered. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 1st down, it's Scott. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
53, Mike, 53. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
It's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They will run with Grant. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They just do get the playoff. Now Bradford. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down throw for Bradford. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down now, it's Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Drake.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Double time. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. Yeah. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. As the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10. That's their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
We'll go 25 to Mike. Ready? At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Bradford on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Corey Bryant. Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Bradford. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Bradford being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10. At their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Alert! Mike, 53.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On the carry, this is Scott. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Middle.
Check 3, check.
Half.
Throwing now is Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Allen going to throw. Completes it to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Where's the
Pass 85, pass 85.
On first down, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. It's Scott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get it. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go, go, go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Go. What's that?
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Check 13. Check 13. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. What's that?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch the eye. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch.
Alert, alert, alert. What's that?
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Dontrell Hilliard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Now here's the line, You can choose the Mike. Watch Mike. 6 man. Check girls, check.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Bradford. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. They go back to Grant. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On 1st down, Grant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bradford. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Deion Kane, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
80 weapons.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Alert, alert, alert.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
General West.
I'm coming.
Now Scott. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike, 53.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shit.
Hey,
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
I'm coming after you. Check nickel.
They'll run with Scott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Coming. Sunday.
Alert, flare. Kill.
They go again with Scott. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 29-yard attempt.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
25 to Mike.
Here's Bradford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch boom. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, 25 to
Bradford.
You don't see me in your nightmare. You don't see me in your nightmare.
Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Bradford. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 22. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Bradford to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Bradford, forced out to his left. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get over...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish, and this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh, yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who travel to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for Buffalo, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.